In a galaxy forged by war and ruled by legacy, three warriors rise above the rest. Jango Fett, the Prime Template, chosen by Darth Tyrannus for his lethality. The Republic built an entire army in his image. Boba Fett, his unaltered clone, forged not in labs but in fire, a child of war, a legend born of vengeance. Djarin, a foundling with no blood ties, yet bound by creed. A lone gunfighter who rose to challenge empires, three Mandalorians. One question, who is the ultimate warrior? Before we break it down, drop your pick in the comments. Who wins, and why? Jango Fett wasn't just the first, he was the standard. A veteran of the Mandalorian civil wars, hardened by bloodshed and betrayal. When Count Dooku sought the perfect warrior to build an army for the Republic, he didn't choose a Jedi. He chose Jango. In Attack of the Clones, Jango goes toe-to-toe with Obi-Wan Kenobi, a Jedi Master. He doesn't run. He fights. Close quarters combat, jetpack aerial strikes, flamethrowers, blasters. He survives the duel, outwits, outmaneuvers, and escapes. But even legends fall. On Geonosis, a malfunctioning jetpack leaves him vulnerable. Mace Windu strikes. It wasn't a lack of skill. It was 1 second of bad tech at the worst possible moment. Boba Fett grew up watching his father die at the hands of a Jedi. From that moment, vengeance shaped his path. He wasn't trained by a creed. He was hardened by the galaxy. In The Mandalorian, he returns. No armor, just a gaffy stick and fury. He crushes stormtroopers with ruthless precision. Once he reclaims his armor, a single missile downs 2 Imperial gunships. He doesn't just reclaim his father's legacy, he upgrades it. In the Book of Boba Fett, he rides a rancor into war through the streets of Mos Espa. He takes down 2 Scorpionic droids, shielded war machines that gave Din and his entire squad a hard time. And when it comes down to an old rivalry, Boba kills Cad Bane, arguably the deadliest bounty hunter in the galaxy. Not with blasters, but with a Tusken Gaffi stick, a symbol of who he's become. In canon Marvel Comics, Boba Fett tracks down and duels a young Luke Skywalker, armed with a lightsaber and the Force. Luke only escapes with help and luck, proving Boba's sheer threat level, even against Jedi. Din Djarin isn't a Fett. He has no Mandalorian blood, but he lives the creed. He slays a mudhorn with a blade and grit, outwits Moff Gideon, defeats Imperial warlords, and wins the Darksaber. When faced with a Dark Trooper, a droid built to be an unstoppable soldier, he fights to the brink of death. He takes down pirates, bounty hunters, and warlords. But here's the truth. Din rarely fights alone. To kill the Krayt Dragon, he needed a town, a tribe of Tuskens, and a detonator. To defeat Gideon's forces, he needed Bo-Katan. To protect Grogu, he needed Luke Skywalker. Din is a survivor, a tactician, and a leader. But in solo combat, he's not invincible. Although Din Djarin faced down a Dark Trooper, a near indestructible droid, armed with only a spear and sheer grit, he was ultimately overwhelmed, pinned, and saved by Luke Skywalker. It was brave, it was gutsy, but it wasn't a win he earned alone. By contrast, Boba Fett, unarmored and outnumbered on Tython, shatters an entire squad of stormtroopers, not with gadgets, but with a Tusken Gaffi stick and raw brutality. No backup, no force wielder waiting in the wings, just Boba. Even Jango Fett, the original template, showed elite solo skill, dueling Obi-Wan Kenobi on Kamino and holding his own. He survives the Jedi. He escapes. That's more than Din can say. But in the end, Jango falls because of a malfunctioning jetpack and a single misstep. His tech fails. He dies. Meanwhile, Boba improvises and adapts. When Scorpionic droids rain destruction on Mos Espa, droids that Din, Fennec, and a full team can't even scratch, Boba doesn't run. He rides in on a rancor, breaks through shields, and destroys both machines himself. That's not just firepower, it's dominance. Din needed Cobb Vanth, a Tusken tribe, and explosives to bring down the Krayt Dragon. And when it comes to rival hunters, Din has yet to face a true legend like Cad Bane. Jango never got the chance. Boba does, and wins. He doesn't just outdraw Cad Bane, he kills him with the same weapon that saved his life as a child. Boba Fett is the perfected form, smarter than Jango, stronger than Din, more than a clone, more than a name. He is the last man standing. Boba Fett wins.